Hi everybody, I'm Maggie and this is Cycle 1, Week 10 Geography. And this week we are learning about Japan, specifically Kyoto, Tokyo, Mount Fuji, Pacific Ocean, and the Sea of Japan. The song we are using this week is to the tune of Gilligans Island's main theme song. So it goes like this. Japan's geography, Kyoto, Tokyo, Mount Fuji, Pacific Ocean, the Sea of Japan, the Sea of Japan. Japan's geography, Kyoto, Tokyo, Mount Fuji, Pacific Ocean, Sea of Japan, the Sea of Japan. Now this is actually a lot of fun this week because you can use what we learned last week when we were talking about China to talk about finding the locations for Japan. Now, while we have big areas like the Pacific Ocean, pretty easy to spot, the Sea of Japan, again, pretty easy to spot. If you look down here on both your map, your black line map, and this one, it kind of goes circle, triangle, circle. The first circle is going to be Tokyo, that triangle is going to be Mount Fuji, and the next circle is going to be Kyoto. And for your black line maps, when you get there, what I found to be really easy is to just write letters this week. So T, M, and K. Pacific Ocean, you can write out Pacific Ocean. The Sea of Japan, you can just do a circle. But I think I told you guys last week, but if not, I wanted to make sure that I keep referencing back to some of the other points that we have learned to kind of give us geographical reference points to be able to find these areas of Japan. So we always started, the last couple of weeks, we've been starting with India, going to the Ganges River, to the Himalayas, then we're moving up to the Yangtze River, to the Yellow Sea, the Yellow River, Beijing, and Mongolia. Now, if we're back at that the Yellow Sea, and we look right up into that next little body of water there, that's going to be the Sea of Japan. And now if we come to this crazy island looking thing here that kind of swoops down almost like a smile, there are going to be a dot, triangle, and a dot. And then I'm going to talk about that's Kyoto, Mount Fuji, and Tokyo. And we'll again label it K, M, and T. And then the Pacific Ocean, which is all over here, is going to be the Pacific Ocean. So that's kind of how we label it, how I kind of bring it back to pointing out other places on the map. Again, like the Aegean Sea is something we'll talk about as well. But ways to point to it, to make it silly, to make it fun, depending on the kids' ages that you have. Silly fingers, tiny hands, little pointer sticks like this are all fun to sing the song and kind of point to the places as you go, or point to it this way. I've also seen mini erasers used. The area specifically with kind of Japan and China, they're small and kind of close together. So I found for this portion, using things like Play-Doh didn't really work for the kiddos that I had, but it might work for other people. But just wanted to give you the experiences that I've had. The other thing that I like to use in addition to this map is I love to use our passport. The kids just like this to get this stamped. It also has a great picture of the map in there, so that we have another things for the kids to look at. I don't have a lot of parents in the class with me, so it just gives them another thing to look at so that we can get through this particular section of memory work or new grammar a little bit faster. The other thing that we love to do when it comes to doing this in class is using Louisiana Jones' story. It has a lot of great context clues. I highly recommend checking it out if you haven't already. It's on CC Connected, as well as some poems and picture ideas. This is also on CC Connected. I'll link them all below. But people learn different ways, right? Some stories with really strong contextual clues are very helpful. Poems sometimes are a way to remember it. Singing, hand motions, drawing silly pictures. Everybody learns a little bit differently, and so finding what works best for you so that you can memorize this information in general, or if you're going for something like Memory Master, is really important. So those are some fun ways to do it. Now, how do we review this in the bigger scheme of things? I love using the cards from CC. They have all the flashcards, so I mean, all the things are here. But specifically for geography, we'll do that. We also love using the game Kaboom, which I explained a little bit more last week, but I can do it again for you guys today. We also love using these cards. They are kind of, I don't know if I can show you real quick. They are kind of flashlight cards. So they get the flash card. It'll say, tell me about Japan, which is the prompt for Memory Master. They can give you the answer and then flash it to see if they're correct. They also, you can hide them around. They can find it and come bring it back to give you the answer. That's another fun way to do it. They can find the card, find the places on the map, sing you the song, or tell you the locations to help you remember. Whatever works for you guys, but you can make lots of fun games with this. You can do this as relay races. You can do this as sitting around a table, putting the ones that you've done already. So Japan and the Egyptian Empire, having those in the center, having kids pick them one at a time, tell you the answer, flashlight behind it. It's just a fun, quick way, silly way to get through the information quickly. The other one is Kaboom. It's a game that we've been doing a lot lately just because the kiddos enjoy it. On some of these popsicle sticks, I will have all of the geography information that we've learned up into the week that we are at. So for right now, we have from week 1 to week 10, where we're learning about Japan. So tell me about Japan, tell me about China, tell me about Egypt, ancient Egypt. And in addition to those sticks, I also have a whole bunch of sticks that say Kaboom! And what will happen is I will put these in a bucket for going over the geography portion of CC for that, or the review portion for that week. They will pick out a popsicle stick. That one says Kaboom, but they'll pick out another popsicle stick that will say, tell me about China. And they will have to tell me about China. And when they get it correct, they get to keep that stick. Depending on the age of your kiddos, if they get it wrong, they can put the stick back. If they don't get it, if you have other kids or you don't want to do it competitively like that, you can have everybody sing it together and the person still keeps their stick. But if they land on a Kaboom, they have to put all their stick backs. I find this to work really well, specifically at home, because of the fact that we can review the information over and over and over again, because we keep having to put sticks back. And so it just gives us time to really practice all that information. Now, again, depending on your age, because you can always make things and tailor them to suit your group the best. At home, I'll also have the kiddos, depending on the day, we don't do it every day, but they'll have to pull the stick that says, tell me about Japan, and they also have to find it on the map. And then they put everything back. So that's how we do it. I hope you guys have fun, and we'll see you next week.